so much for staying with us. It's still Newdawn on the People's Daily OGTV 25 UHF here in Abeokuta, the capital city of Ogun State. Now, today is World Thinking Day. Whatever that means, we will unravel in the next 20-25 minutes. We have from the Nigeria Girl Guides Association of Ogun State branch in the studio with us to talk about this topic this morning. On my immediate right is Comrade MOYOSORE ADEYEMI. She's the State Commissioner of Nigeria Girl Guides Association of the State branch. Good morning.
Good morning, Bias.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, Comrade.
Thank you.
We also have our assistant with us too, Mrs. SHITTU OLUWAKEMI, Assistant State Commissioner, Nigeria Girls Guides Association of the State branch. Good morning, Mrs. OLUWAKEMI.
Good morning, viewers.
It's good to also have you.
Thank you.
World Thinking Day is what we're looking at today, and this is one of the programs of Girl Guides. The celebration began in 1926, so to say. What is this day actually meant to achieve? Let me start with Comrade Adeyemi.
Thank you. Every 22nd February of every year is observed as World Thinking Day. The World Thinking Day is a day of international friendship, where all girl guides and girl scouts come together to speak in one voice on issues concerning the girls and young women throughout the world. Okay. And it's also a day to fundraising for 10 million boys and girls that we have around the world. That is what we do.
The theme for this year's celebration is peace building. Why that this year, peace building?
The issue, if you look at the world now, we have a lot of wars around the world. If anything they want to pick, is what is affecting the world, what is current in the world. And so therefore, we see that throughout the world we have what we can regard as war. And that is why the theme for this year is peace building, that we should preach peace among ourselves, in the community we live, in our country, because we have guiding and Girl Scouts in about 150 countries
of the world.
And therefore, they are preaching peace in all over the world. There should be peace, no more war. That all we girls and young women, we should preach peace among ourselves to our leaders, so that they too, they will help us to do what will be of peace to the community.
In terms of policies,
and programs.
Mrs. SHITTU, some people will also ask that do you have to wait for a day like this to preach peace? The Nigeria Girl Guides Association of the State branch, what have you been doing, regularly to preach peace among the?
Actually, in some of the schools in Ogun State, even in Nigeria, because we have a guiding in about 33 states now in Nigeria, and we've been doing a lot, bringing all these girls together to teach them morals. Once you have the moral, even starting from your home, the society at large will be peace. There will be peace in the society. And in guiding, we've been teaching and training these girls right from time to time for them to imbibe all this culture. In guiding, we have our 10 guiding laws, which, in the Bible, we have also 10 laws from God to humanity. Also, guiding is having about 10 guiding laws that preaches morals and imbibe peace.
So let us look at the peace building, which is the topic for this year's celebration. And I also understand that February 22nd is the birthday of the founder, the husband of
and the wife,
the husband,
the wife and the husband, the two of them. Now, and that's why you are having your day, the World Thinking Day, on the 22nd of February. Now, let us look at peace building, which is the theme for this year's celebration. What are how do you go about inculcating this idea of peace building in the young girls? How do you go about it?
This year, 2021, we look at way in Ogun State. How do we preach this peace? We started with the flag off at Pansheke, where all our guests, we are doing sensitization to the people in that community at Pansheke area. We are preaching peace to all these garage boys, all the
petty sellers,
hawkers, and everybody at Pansheke there. We went around that way to close to Adigbe. We are preaching the peace, that peace should reign, and that they should release girls to be in this organization, so that we train them on the mode of morals to behave good, so that they are peace. Apart from that, we also do some other things, like we go to school crime. We are partnering with school crime prevention control. Okay. That is at Okelewo.
Okay.
We have the same office together. So recently, because while we are planning for this week, we went to collaborate with them. We have some boys and girls who have been unruly in their schools, various schools. We have a case of a boy who put Indian hemp inside the Coca-Cola for a girl to drink, so that they will be able to molest or rape the girl from a school. So we have to call that boy. We talk with him. We are still on it, because I still called him last week to know how far he has been changing. The boy even said he's an herbalist, and he has
and it's a schoolboy.
A schoolboy of JSS2. I don't want to mention the yes. We even saw the charms he took to school with him. We also have some girls. We have some girls, because there are many things in the world. We need people who will help these girls. We have a case of a girl who said he is sleeping from one boy to another, simply because she wants to get money to register for WAEC.
Did you go as far as meeting the parents of
yes. So the parent, we see that the parent is a beggar. The father is a crippled man.
What about the mother?
The mother is selling kerosene in front of the house. So we have taken it upon ourselves that we are going to pay that fees. We should not do that again. And we are talking with her. I recently called our sister also. So we are doing many things to bring peace into the Ogun State, especially our students. Nowadays, students are so unruly. So we have been going with them, partnering, and see where we can come in as an organization.
Now, you also talked about fundraising earlier on. What would this fundraising, what would be the purpose for it?
Actually, in Guiding is an NGO, voluntary organization. We gather money. This fundraising, when it's being raised, they use it to help other people that are less privileged in the society. We gather, we send it to the World Bureau, because we have in Guiding we have an organization. So it is from there they will now disseminate the money to the appropriate quarters, that they can make good use of it for humanity.
Now, when we look at Nigeria, we are not in a war, though we have insurgency, though not here in the north. And then recently we have now seen some farmer herders clashes, which now has colorations, ethnic colorations and the rest of them. I am sure you have actually put that in the picture while you are making plans for this year's World Thinking Day. So what would be the message for the average girl guide that is your member to be able to preach oneness and collaboration with people from different ethnic groups that they may find around them, either in school or in their neighborhoods or in church, anywhere?
Actually, you know, you give what you have. You cannot give people what you don't have. So we are now starting right from within, from the organization, teaching these girls how to go on peace making. You know, it starts from me, it starts with you. So from home, when we start, then to the community, then to the society at large. Even you know, in our schools, when you see two girls that are making maybe they are into some issues, you need to call them and settle them amicably, so that it will not extend to or generate into another thing entirely. So the same thing in the like minds, they will take it to their different homes, that wherever they see people gathering together, we preach peace. Even in the churches and the mosque, we preach peace, just for peace to reign in the society.
Comrade Adeyemi, do you have enough members that are doing this work for you? For instance, if you look at the Ogun State, it's very, very, very vast, very big. 3 senatorial districts, 20 local government areas, you know, and all of that, and then a whole lot of girls hidden everywhere in Ogun State. How do you reach them? Do you have enough membership, enough support to do all this?
Thank you. For Ogun State, for Nigeria Girl Guides in Ogun State, we have various routes. It's not only in Abeokuta that we have. We have all divisions in Ogun State.
Okay.
For instance, on Saturday, we want to thank our patron, that is our mama, the caring mother, the First Lady of Ogun State, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, who was with us, sending representative to us on Saturday when we had our grand finale and the award banquet at Valley View. We see all guys in all divisions. We have Ogun State, Ogun Waterside, Ijebu Ode, we have Odeda, we have Abeokuta North, Abeokuta South, all of us, Ifo, Ota, all of us gather together at Valley View to celebrate our 2021 World Taking Day. We have over 200 guys on ground on that day. Over about 233.
Like how many do you have in Ogun State? You had
guys.
You had over 200 gathered that day.
That day.
Totally in the state.
Total in Ogun State,
You can't say.
we'll be more than that. We'll be up to 2,000 plus.
2,000 plus. Okay.
And 2,000 plus, because almost all schools in Abeokuta South here, we have guiding there. Most even public schools, most of our public schools, we will see them wearing this blue uniform on Wednesdays. If you look closely on Wednesdays, that is the day of our training, when we train girls after school hours. Wednesdays.
I was about asking how strong is the society in schools across the state?
Yes.
It is very strong. Even in private schools, we want to thank the proprietors of most private schools. We have it at Police, we have it at Mercyland, we have it at all around Alaba Lesson there. We have guided there. Most public schools, we have them here. Only one area we want to look at now, and that is Yewa Aziz. Our guide there is unfortunate, she has traveled. So in that place we are lacking, and that is the area we want to go to now. Though we have one at Ayetoro presently. So that is only, but in all areas, all divisions in Ogun State, we thank God we are there.
Well, generally speaking, Mr. Shittu, people will say that it's only boys and men that create troubles, that women are peacemakers.
That is it.
But again, I know the intention of Girl Guides Association is to actually catch them young and train them, from little age. Now, what kind of morals do you teach these children? Because a whole lot of things keep happening in our society. So many social problems. Apart from violence, there are domestic issues. there is single parenthood, you know, marriages collapsing and all of that, early marriages and stuff like that. All of these things within your thinking.
Yes. You know, in guiding we have fundamentals of guiding, and also the 10 guide laws that we have. And if you look critically into all these, the fundamental rules of guiding, the 10 laws, they are all preaching morals. So, and there is need for us to catch these girls very young. So when we catch them at the tender age, we start training them, imbibing this culture into their lives, then we mold them into a future leader, to become a good woman in future. By the time they now married and they are now on their own, all the trainings that we give to them, they will now be using them in their day-to-day activities. I would like to give an example. There is a girl among us, though she's no more in Nigeria now. She has traveled out. She's a veterinary doctor by name ADEYEMI. We catch her very young at the tender age, from brownie to guide. Now she passed out at Funis, then later to UNAB. She's now a veterinary. She has been representing guiding all over the world. So that's an example. And recently, two of our guests also traveled out from Ogun State here for this, what do we call it? Yes program. Two.
So you take active.
In addition to that, let me add to what she said. In addition to that, we have some activities which we carry out. Like for example, we have free beaming. Free beaming is a program whereby we want to educate our girls, train them that your beauty, you don't need to use cream to be light. To adorn your beauty before you rest. Black is beautiful.
Black is beautiful.
So we want them to have confidence on themselves. Even if you are a slim girl, you don't need to use some body things.
You don't need to pad.
To pad your body. So we have that free being as a baby me. You have to be free of whatever God endow on you. We have VAV, which is Violence Against Violence. Those are the activities we do against raping, abduction, against child abuse, battering, wife battering. Because we have some elderly person. We have MHM, which we call menstrual hygiene management. We train our guests how to maintain their menstruation. It is not because you are having your menstruation you will not go to school because of pains. You will not go to some people will not even use anything. We even train them. We give them vocational skills on how to do their part.
Just generally to better
their lives.
We want to thank you so much for coming on this program this morning. Mrs. Shittu, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Comrade ADEYEMI, we also thank you so much for coming and wish you the best of luck.
We
thank you so much for doing this great job because it's about the society, it's about making the nation a better place to live. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Dominic, we have to go.
Yeah, so thank you so much and wish you all the best in your celebration today. That's the size of the program, Newdawn, for today, the 22nd day in the month of February 2021. I am Dominic Agbeha on behalf of my colleague, Biodun Alabi. We are saying, do have a fantastic day.
If you find yourself in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Nigeria, your home is right on your fingertips. Yes, Continental Sweats. Continental